we did a thing. We bought ourselves a scan and cut SDX 125E, which is made by Brother. It does what it says. It scans and then cuts things for you. So we got a good deal on it. We bought it through Amazon, and we bought it through their warehouse deals. So we saved about $50 on it. Pardon the car going by if you can hear it. We've got our apartment door open today because it's so beautiful that we just wanted to air the place out. Anyway, this is our scan and cut, and we're going to open it up. I'll open the box now. So now we're going to open the box. We've turned it around from the last scene. It came in its original box. It seems to be all here so far. That's the mat that you use, the scanning and cutting mat, and then they give you a bit of cardstock for your first project. And it's apparently a really nice cardstock, so we'll look at that later. And this package should have the book and that sort of thing in it. Yeah, there's the reference guide and the getting started guide, probably information on how to get to their website and all of that stuff. Thank you for your purchase. It doesn't look like it's ever been out of the box looking at the actual machine. And then there's the box with the cord in it. I won't bother pulling that out right now. And then there's the machine. So if you want to step forward and see the machine in the box, you can see it. And what we're going to do is we're going to stop recording and we're going to set this thing over on the table where it's going to sit and check it over and make sure that there's nothing wrong with it, that we don't have to send it back. And then we're going to hook it up, and then we're going to come back and show you kind of how it works, do our first scan and cut. All right, see you in a few. There we go. Gary's making it very hard for me to video this. He's going to try and scan and cut this little house that we've got. That's a sneaky peek at one of the things we've got coming in December. You can tell us what you're doing, dear. I think he's trying to remember what we learned off the direct cut, yes. From the machine, yes.
Hey, it says the mat is not loaded. I'm not surprised.
Then say, load the mat thing.
Load the mat.
Yep. Now you can say okay. Unless it's telling you something you shouldn't say okay on. Have you got it upside down? You do have it upside down. You don't have to take anything off, dear. No, the part with the hole, yeah, part with the hole goes on the bottom. The hole, by the way, for anybody watching, is for hanging up your mats, if you want to hang them up. We don't have any place to hang anything up. I mean, we've got pictures on the walls, and they're barely hanging in there, I can tell you. Now what? It didn't like that?
Didn't like that.
No. What does it want?
The mat can't be recognized.
Is there something on the top of the mat? It's the mat itself. It's the reading on the top, along the edge, that's not going right. Use your little flipper to take that off so you don't rip the paper underneath. Or don't. The brand new mats are very, very sticky apparently. We've never had one of these before, but it is very sticky. Not right on the edge. Move it down a bit from the edge, according to that lady that we watched, and don't push hard on the paper right now. Now, it should read the mat. I'm hoping there's nothing wrong with the machine, and that's why it was in the warehouse. We'll see. records its problem. Is it in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So then you just, is it doing something, or do you have to push go? Okay.
I have to press start.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, oh, you're just reading what it was telling you on the screen.
I'll just read the instructions.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched you taking things out of the box and looking at things and not reading instructions. Huh. Yeah. Scanned it. Now it's going to cut it. It should be fine. I'm hoping it read it correctly. Did it read it correctly, honey? Does it look like it read the, is it got blue boxes around everything?
See it.
Okay. Oh, you need a you need to, where the magnifying glass was. I don't know where that was. We're learning as we go here, folks, so be patient or laugh along with us, whichever you wish. Yeah, in there, maybe. The nice thing about having digital download things to print and cut, or scan and cut, I should say, is you can print them, and if it doesn't do it right, you can go print another copy. It's not like it's the only copy you have. I don't let Gary read things, because, you know. And you don't want all that writing, because we don't need to be cutting that. Next time it might be an idea for me to cut the writing off, just take it off so that it doesn't even know that it's never on there. And that might make it easier for the machine to read things. But you can sort of take things off pretty quickly on this, according to what we've watched a few videos, and now we're trying to remember what we learned. We've got a lot to learn on this machine, I'll tell you. It's one of those very powerful things if you know all the stuff, and if you don't, it does exactly what it says. It scans and cuts. Scanning and cutting is what most people apparently use it for. So we'll see how it does on this house. The house has a very gray, very pale gray around it. So if it's picking up the gray, which I'm hoping it is, then we should be able to, it should cut the thing out perfectly. If it can't read the gray, then it's going to cut strangely. And that's okay, we'll just see what it does, and then we'll know for next time. It looks like it's doing a good job so far. It hasn't gone into the middle of the house so far that I could see. So that's really awesome. Glad we could bring you all along on our little first adventure with our machine. We really were excited to get this machine. We've been waiting for it for a few days and just being really anxious about finding it or getting it and then being able to play with it. So over the next few days, you know, we're going to be watching videos and learning as much as we can about using it properly for what we want. And right now, all we want it to do is do a proper scan and a proper cut. And it seems to be doing what it's supposed to do. It doesn't seem to have gone inside the house, I don't think. Do you think it's cutting inside the house here?
Doesn't seem to.
We'll see how it does. It might be cutting inside the house right now. I don't know, because it should have gone around, not in the interior of the house. You have to kind of make sure that it can read what you want it to read, and the trick is in how you sort of select things and and what it sees, what the scanner sees, because it's a very powerful scanner in it. So it picks up what it's going to see, and it's actually, scanning at, I think it was 600 dpi that it scans at. So, but we'll see what it does with this. I don't know if it's maybe it's cutting out windows. I don't know. I'm not really sure what it is cutting right now. We will see when we get it out of there. We'll see if it cut it weird or it cut it well. Now the bottom should have been a straight gray line, and I don't think it did that. I think it missed the gray, so it may be something that we have to rectify somewhere else, like on the printer or something, to get the gray to show up a little darker, because that's what it looks like. It looks like it didn't quite pick it up. I'm going to get out another one, a different thing, something that we'll actually be able to read. Oh, here's something. Yeah. Oh, no, that's got dotted lines on it we don't want. There. That'll give it something to. Yeah, I don't know what it's cutting, but it's cutting way too much. We'll see when it decides to be done. Actually, I'm going to give you something different to do. That one's got words on it.
Need some whiteout.
Yeah, we do have whiteout. We could do whiteout. Does it have very many words on it? Just in this part here and up there.
Photoshop will take those out.
Yeah. I was looking at these sweaters, but they all have white that needs to be filled slightly. Oh. What do you think? Hold it up to the camera if you can, huh? Now, can you see where it cut?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In here.
Okay.
You can feel it.
So it cut the trees, it cut things, yeah. Yeah, it cut on the inside where it should have just gone around where the gray is. So the gray isn't a big enough
Contrast.
contrast. So we'll have to we'll have to figure out something. I might have to just go around it with pencil on those.
And Christmas, and cut that in.
Yeah. All right, let's cut. Do you want whiteout for that other thing? And I don't know if I can reach the whiteout.
Since it's static charge on
Uh-huh. We're getting dog hair on our mat already, but that's what mats should expect when they come into a house like ours. We have a dog, and she sheds. It's a fact of life.
it. So now we're doing a scan,
Yeah.
direct cut.
Yeah. We're doing sweaters this time, little Christmas sweaters.
We're using the computer. And start. And load the mat.
Did you get it done this time with the right way around?
No.
Unload.
Keep wanting to do it the long way around.
You can just leave the things in. They'll be fine. It can read them wherever it is on the map. It's supposed to be able to read it. So let's see it. Let's get it done. It's ready, it looks like.
And start. Let's do the scanning.
This should go better. What I did while we were not on camera is I took a pencil and I went around the edges of the sweaters wherever there was a white bit on the sweater that touched the white on the card. Because what the scanner can't do is read the difference between where a line should be and where a line is. So if there's no line and it's just white, the scanner can't read that that's supposed to continue. Our eyes adjust and make adjustments all the time for us. And so they will join in things and they will put stuff in between our eyes and our brain that isn't actually there. But a scanner can't do that because a scanner is basically a camera, and cameras cannot add stuff in, and neither can scanners. So you have to go in, if there's white on white, and you have to make sure there's a line between the white and the white so that it understands that should be something that it's noticing. So how did I do? Did I do good enough?
Looks like we did 4.
Are they around the outside and not in the middle? You should have some sort of a spyglass or something that you can look at it closer, and then you can zoom right in using the lower left. Remember the lower left thing that lets you zoom in closer, and it does it to 200, and then you can go down and scroll around and make sure that it's just on the sweaters and not on the. If you push and hold it, you can move fast. So just to make sure that it's only the sweater that it's actually looking at, and it's not trying to go inside any of the sweaters. Does it look good?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Should be able to cut her then. Oh, you can drag it in from the left-hand side so it's not trying to scan the part that it doesn't need to. There.
Both sides.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah. Preview. Looks good.
All right.
And looks good. And select. Cut.
Well, hold your breath, folks. We're going to see how it does.
2 minutes from holding.
2 minutes, maybe. If it doesn't cut on the inside of the sweaters, it shouldn't take very long. It looks like it's just cutting the sweater. This is awesome. Yes. Yes, it's doing what we want. I mean, if the machine doesn't do what you want, it's because of you. It's not because of the machine. It's you've done something or haven't done something that needs to be corrected, obviously. It did take Gary a few minutes to get all the nonsense off of the scan sheet again, so that we could try a new one. But he did it. He did good. The little brush, awesome. Yeah. Gary's just brushing off the desk. I'm not going to show you, but that's what that noise is. He's just brushing off the desk. Oh, look at that. Done already. That was nowhere close to 2 minutes. All right. All right. These look like they're done properly. Yeah, nobody went on the inside and said, oh, let's cut all these little things off of it. It's perfect. I'm just going to swing you around a little bit. So you maybe have a little look at what Gary's doing right now. He's just pulling off the main sheet of white around the sweaters, and then he'll use the little spatula thing and take the sweaters off the mat. You don't want to try and just lift the sweaters or lift the things you've got. There's a little spatula you use to kind of loosen the edges and get them lifted up, otherwise they could rip. And you always try and bend the mat away from the paper as opposed to the other way around, because then you don't curl the paper, because otherwise you can curl the paper. I would zoom you in a little bit, but I don't know if it would work. Oop, that was a little too much, I think. Sorry about that, folks. There, that's a little bit better. Look at, oh, it's up here, hon. Yeah, let me, look at that. Is that ever cute? Oh my goodness. That is so cute. Those are going to make really cute things on journals and cards and everything. I've got a whole bunch of these, and we'll be looking at them in another video. These came from a company called My Porch Prints, and they are just so cute. So if you want, you can go on Etsy and look up My Porch Prints, Porch. The name of the company will be in the description below. But look at how cute these are. Look at that one. How adorable is that? I don't know if this is clear or not because my eyesight is so blurry, but this is usually a really clear camera, so I'm hoping that it's showing up really nice. Look at this. Oh my goodness, those are cute. I love them. I wish I had a sweater that looked like that, actually. I really like that with the flowers on it. And this one is more plain. Now, I mean, there are people that call these ugly sweaters. I don't call these ugly sweaters. These are really nice, warm winter sweaters. These might even be more like a sweatshirt type with a pattern on them, rather than actually knitted. Although the bottom does look knitted, but so do sweatshirts. You know, they have that kind of look. Anyway, there they are, folks. We've played with our machine. It's just about supper time now, so I think I'm going to shut you off and call it a day for this. I'm glad you could join us for our opening and our fun, and I hope it doesn't get too boring in some of the spots, but there we are. We have a new brother in our home. Our new brother. It was funny. There was one lady that I was watching. This was probably 2 years ago. I was watching her, and she was making something, and she kept talking about her brother. And I thought she was talking about an actual person that was her brother, and I couldn't figure out why she kept talking about going and getting her brother to cut things out for her. So, and then it took me a little while to figure out that she was actually talking about a cutting machine. Anyway, on that, thank you very much for joining us today, and I hope you subscribe and join us again. We will talk to you again soon. Bye.